What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Race Blaze. If you're new channel, subscribe to all that great stuff. Alright, yo, so today we are going to be face rigging in Cinema 40. Now, this is going to be really advanced, and we're going to be using post morph to do this. Alright, so the character we're using is Shanksu, and basically this is a mocap data, so we're going to transfer all the animation onto our character Shanksu. Alright, so we'll try to get it really accurate. It's going to be fun. Let's stick to it. And remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Now, I've noticed that no one really ever did how to face rig on YouTube, because when I was trying to learn, I didn't really find any reference. I just had to learn myself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my head mesh here. Maybe we can just drag this up. I can drag this up here. And by the way, I'm using Octane Renderer so I can see like that in real time, you know. It's very important you have that showing on real time. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Shift and C and then look for pose morph. This is the fastest way to get any tag you're looking for. And then we're going to click on that and we're going to click on points, and that will bring us on here. So I'm just going to raise this up here and then bring this all the way down here. So now I'm going to go to my mocap data, click on the pose morph. You can see all this blend shapes. This is what we really have to create in order to get our character, you know, animated. So I'm just going to hold down, I'm going to press the first one, brown interrupt. You don't really have to copy the default head because that's the base pose. And then I'm going to hold down Shift and click on the tongue. So that we can actually just copy and we're going to paste. So ladies and gentlemen, we are done, and we can transfer the data directly onto our character. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. Well, a bad one. I wish that is done like that, but it's not. So if you notice, if you click on the brown interrupt, you're gonna have something like this. Let me just zoom out here. So yeah, his head is gonna be really horrible looking. So how we're gonna fix this is we have to put this at strength 0. Because if you put this at this strength and then you clear this out, it's not going to work. So you got to put this at 0 and then you clear it out. So basically you have to do it for each and every one. So yeah, I'm going to go to my Windows tab, time dope sheet. I'm going to turn this off and then reset. We can actually do something. I'll show you guys. Because I just want everything to be on 0, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to delete this and then come over here. Since everything is on 0, just copy and paste. Now I can easily just, you know, clear it out. So I'm going to be back after I've done this part. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is done. Everything is all ready. And now we can actually begin to blend our shapes. So I'll make our blend shapes. So let's begin. Okay, so now the tools that you really need for this is you want to have the brush. The brush is here. So you go to mesh, brushes. We're gonna click on this just to have the tab out there, you know. Very important you have all these tabs because basically that's what we're gonna be using. And obviously you can bring up the selection tab as well, but I don't think I'll be using. I mean, I'll use that, but I don't think I need to do that right now. Okay, so now let's go to our reference here. Maybe I'll grab this here. And the first thing on our list is brown interrupt. Now you can see what's happening. This is quite easy. Basically, the brown is just going up. Okay. So this is basically what we need to do on our character Shanksu. So I'm going to increase the strength to 100, click on the brown interrupt, and then we click on our head. I always click on the brown interrupt and then go to grab. So I usually have this on the polygons. Okay, so now on your grab tool, what you need to do is you want to click on link size, link pressure, link symmetry, but you can untick the back face. You don't really need that. And then remember to click on surface distance. Okay. I'm going to explain why you really need to click this. Because for example, if I want to open the mouth up, look at this. I untick the surface distance, right? Say I want to open the mouth up. That will not let me. But if I have the surface distance, I can open the mouth up. So that's why we have that. Okay. So always click that, you know. All right. So let's start playing around let's start deforming the mesh real quick. So I'm going to raise this up. Actually, let's raise this higher. Maybe not. We can start like this, then like this, then like this. So now keep in mind, you might want to use like a real-time renderer to actually see your results so you can feel satisfied with it. So I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. And then maybe I'm going to smoothen out the top. Okay. So when we do this, you can see that the eyes and everything, you know, moves. So we can see this on here as well. Maybe I'll add more force to the left side. Let's add a little bit. Yeah, pretty much. Good. Okay, so we're gonna do the brown down left. Obviously, this is just going down, like easy. So let's bring this down. Oh, by the way, we need to increase this to 100 to see our results. So this is not what I want. So I am going to bring this down here. I think you can also bring it forward too. Not too forward. Yep, pretty much like that. Now let me just smooth out this part just a little bit. Yeah, good. So look at this. That looks pretty nice. So now, you can actually transfer what you already did to the other side. So let's do that real quick. So we're going to right click and then copy, and then we are going to replace on the right side. So when we do that, it's going to give us the same left side. So we just need to flip X, and that should do the trick. See that? So that really saves time if you guys are wondering. So yeah, pretty much nice. You see our character, it looks really angry as compared to before, right? It's kind of like giving him a smirk. Yeah, that looks pretty good, all right? So the next part, we are going to be doing the brown outer up, okay? So this is the brown outer up. Let's do that. So this one is pretty much easy. So that is just moving up, basically. So we just need to do that. So let's do it. Oh man, I should go back to the animate. I mean to the edit section. You always have to be on the edit before you do that. Okay. So let's just raise this up. Let's raise it up. And then I think I'm going to smooth this part a little bit to blend it to the skin. Yeah. So if you look here, it's kind of like this shape and then goes like this. So let's grab this higher even more. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So let's see. Maybe I'll grab this part here, a little bit up. Yeah. Yep. Now let me look at this one more time. Okay, that is not really affecting the eyes. Gotcha. So I'm going to do the same. Copy, replace, and then flip X. So you know, if you're face rigging, you really need to look for ways to make to save time, you know, because you can't be doing like each part separately, if you know what I mean. So I look up, pretty much just the eye looking up. So yeah, now that we can do. So let's raise this up. And so for the eyes looking up, I'm going to raise this up just a little bit, even the spot here. And then we need to click on our live selection. And then just click on one of the polygon area and then press UW. So that will connect everywhere. So now we have that. So we can just easily just move the eye up. So now if we play this, we can see that the eye is moving up. You can actually see much better. Do you guys see that? Looks pretty good. So let's just copy, then replace, flip X. Oh, okay. So the reason that that didn't work is because I know why it didn't work. Because of the live selection. Okay. So I guess we have to do that manually. Bombers. Okay, so let's do that. Then we're gonna grab selection, just select all. Let's raise this up. Oh man. Let's do this again. Let's raise it up. So I'm gonna go to animate to see if it's aligning. Okay, we just need to raise it up just a little bit higher. Good. That's it. Okay. So yeah, sometimes you can't really do that. So you just have to do it the old-fashioned way. So let's go to select. Select all. So this brown down left, we are going to rotate the eye down and roll it down like this. And then we're going to grab the top here and just bring it down. Boom. You know, because it's looking down, right? So pretty much. Don't do it. Don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, you're gonna have a serious problem. All right, cool. So let's see if that'll work, man. Copy, replace. Well, I don't think it'll work. Then flip X. Told you. So we need to do that manually, unfortunately. Bring this down. You can actually look at the position and then copy and paste it. That's another method. But I like to do it freehand. Okay. So now I'm going to go to animate here, see what we got. So that aligns properly. You can see that looks pretty good. Except that this part might be too low. Okay, so let me correct that. That might be too low. Let's go back to animate. Oh man. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, this part is too low. So we just need to raise it up just a little bit. Go to animate. Yep. It's way better now. Good. Okay. All right. So eye looking left basically is the eye just looking to the left area. So I'm going to start off with this one. Just rotate this like this. Okay. Then we're going to grab this, select, deselect all. Then I am going to just grab this. Oh man. Always remember to make the strength 100%. I keep forgetting. So let's do that again. Let's rotate this. Maybe move this a little bit to the left. And then let's grab this table here. Deselect. Deselect, grab, and just pretty much lead to the left. Okay. Yep, that's what we want. I'm going to hide the eyelash because I don't need that for now. Okay. So obviously we can't really copy what we've done. So we just have to do it manually, unfortunately. So you don't necessarily have to, like, you see this eye looking right. I don't think I need to separate this because basically if your eyes are moving left, right, they all move the same way, you know, they don't move separately unless your character is a little bit funky. So I am just going to skip this eye look right and just make it just one blend shape. You guys know what I mean. So again, you don't really have to, you know, be doing all that. Let's go to the select. Let's grab this. All right. So you guys can see that it actually, look, it looks really good, you know. So yeah, pretty much you have to look at it on the real-time rendering to see if it actually looks good. Very important. So eye looking right, let's do that. I don't know if I can do that, but let's see. It's always good you try, you know. If it works, good and fine. If it doesn't, yeah, it didn't work. Nope. Okay, let's do that real quick. Select this, move it to the right, and shift it just a little bit. Then let's do this for here as well. Move it to the right, shift it just a little bit. Yep, that looks good. Deselect, grab, move this, grab, move this. Yep. So pretty much that looks good. So if let's just see what we've got so far. So it's looking like that. Let's make him a little bit angry. You all see that? And then let's yeah, like surprise look, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So it's really fun. You like, you know, after see that, now you have him looking like that. So it's really fun face rigging, to be honest. And yeah, pretty much. And you can actually add some controls to all these blend shapes if you want. So you don't really have to be doing the animation like this, if you know what I mean. You can add some controls. So let's do the eye blink. So the eye blink is basically him just blinking the eye. I'm just gonna grab this. Always put that at 100%. I keep forgetting, I don't know why. Okay, that was pretty easy. I feel like this part is too low. Okay, that looks good now. So let's copy and then replace, flip X. Nice. Well, it kind of gave us a little bit of problem. Let me just smooth this out. Okay, so the symmetry is not really aligned properly. So in that case, I'm going to be doing this separately. So, yep. Yeah. Okay. Pretty good. Shanksu is praying. He's meditating. Thinking of how he's gonna get outworld or Earth realm. Okay, so let's do the eye squint left. So this is basically when the lower parts just move up like this. So we just need to do that. And pretty much that's all about it. I'm going to make this a little bit lower. So I'm going to copy and then replace, flip X. So you see that it's not really aligning properly now. So that's a problem. That is a problem. So yeah, I guess we have to do it separately. Oh well. So let's move this up. Oh man, okay. Go to animate, see what we have. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Okay. So let's do the eyes wide. So basically, this is him opening his eyes up like this. So just need to open that up. For some reason, the meshes are not connected properly. So in this case, I am going to turn off the surface distance so I can just grab everything. Okay, so let's do that. Just grab that now easily. And then maybe bring this down just a little bit. Yep. So that eyes is wide open. So let's copy, replace, flip X. Hopefully it works. Oh man, it didn't. Okay, I won't be doing that anymore because it doesn't work anymore. So yeah. Cool. We're going to animate. So eyes wide, left. Bam. Okay. So I do think that this left side is a little bit too low. So let's just make it higher. Yeah, that looks better now. Look at that. Good. All right. So let's do the cheek puff. The cheek puff is when your character is having some air in his mouth. Okay, so I'm going to click on the cheek puff, and you guys can see that what's happening is this part became bigger or inflated, and likewise that part, and then the mouth sort of came together a little bit. So let's see if we can accomplish that. So the way I'm going to accomplish that is I'm going to click on the surface distance, and then I'm going to go to symmetry and then click on XYZ. All right. So now we can actually do this, and that will move together. So let's just bring this like this. Well, first of all, I want to watch what's going on. So around this part, that's where the air is happening. So I'm just going to bring this here, this. I'm going to go to grab, settings, remove the surface distance. Okay. Look at this. That's funny. Okay. So pretty much this is his cheek puff. See that? Like your character is having air. I think for this area we can actually make that bigger. Or we'll make this a little bit thinner. Let's see. Probably no. Okay, so I'm going to go with that for now. Let's see what we have here. Yep. Let's put this back here. I think I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Yep, something like that should do. Now it looks like he got some air in his mouth. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to do the cheek squint now. We're going to go to grab and then disconnect the symmetry. So the cheek squint is this part here. It's kind of like the eyes a little bit going to the top eyelid here. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to come over here. Just make this like this. Then it's like this. Let's see. That looks pretty good. I'm going to copy. Then let's try this thing again. Place, flip X. Okay, it worked this time. Yeah. Except for a little bit of problem around this area here. So we can just fix that real quick. Yeah. Good. Okay. So the no snare will be the last thing that we're going to do. And then I'll conclude this part 1 series, all right? Because the next one, we're going to be focusing on the mouth area. So for the no snare, basically, it's when your character is getting a little bit angry. So we can just see what's going on here. See, looking a little bit angry. So we know that this part is moving and the nose is moving as well. So I am going to grab this down. Right? And then I'm going to grab this up. Oh man, he looks really pissed, man. Damn. However, I don't like the way the nose is. Looks too much. So let's just smoothen it out just a little bit. Yeah, pretty much like that. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. So copy, replace, flip X. That worked perfectly. So if we go to animate here, holy shit. What's he trying to do here, man? Okay. So you can see that he looks pretty angry. So we can have that like that. Yeah. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the part 1 series. And what we can do now is to sort of like transfer what we have here into our character Shanksu. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And the way we're going to do is we're going to click on the pose of the reference and then click on brown interrupt. Go to expression, set driver, boom. And then you want to go to your brown interrupt of your character Shanksu, and then go to expression, set driver absolute. So that will give us this espresso tag. So when we double click this, we're going to have this open up for us. Okay. So basically what we need to do now is just to drag all the blend shapes that we did in here together with the references. So let me just quickly do that. Okay. So I'll start with the pose morph reference. So we're just going to drag, and drop. And by the way, you need to drag the reference on the red bar here because this is what's controlling our animation. Okay. So you need to drag the reference into the red bar. Remember that. Okay. So now let's head over to our character Shanksu. You can actually rename this pose morph if you want. So you can have like reference or know what you're doing, right? Okay, so as you can see, we need to drag all the blend shapes that we did into the blue part of the character that you're gonna like replicate the mocap to. All right. So now let's drag this brown down left here. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done with that. So let me just bring this in full screen. So now we have that. What we need to do is to add a lot of range maps so we can actually connect everything. So yeah, I usually just drag this for reference here. So now I'm going to just connect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much we have done connecting everything. So I'm going to cancel this, then save and work. I'm going to go back to time dope sheet here, click on the animation here. And now if we play this, we see that it follows perfectly. See that? So yeah. So the next part, we're going to be working on the lower part. It's going to be fun. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be uploading that really, really soon. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.